Welcome back to Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator. I'm BurningDogFace, and I had been going to get to this, but I guess I might as well start with that since they put this huge banner in front of me. It's been a while since I played this game. I believe the last time I touched it was actually in January. And, the active series back then was Halo 3 ODST. So, I think that was before they even announced, much less released, the, Wallace and Gromit DLC for this game. More importantly, as this banner reminds us, it was before they announced the full-ass sequel to this game, PowerWash Simulator 2. The filthy fun continues in PowerWash Simulator 2, coming later this year. Wishlist on Steam now. Thank you for washing. And I really like this image, actually, because on the left we have Dr. PowerWash as we know him, and on the right we have the new character model from PowerWash Simulator 2, which is basically just a refinement of the same idea. It just looks a little bit more cartoony. There are less details and folds in the actual rubber outfit. It's also a different gas mask, or a breathing mask anyway. And, the gloves are handled differently. I also see some kind of pressure gauge on the shoulder there. But I really like this image because it's the old Dr. PowerWash handing over a power washer, passing the torch to the new Dr. PowerWash. Or perhaps to himself in the future. It's confusing. It always is. So that's exciting. I have heard people complain that, it's power washing. They should have just made it more DLC. But there are a few differences they've already announced with that one. They have announced that, off the top of my head, the only one I can remember, to be perfectly honest, is the soap thing, where they've changed the way soap works, where instead of simply making a stream that is way more effective at deleting dirt, it functions more similarly to the way it actually works in real life, where when you use soap, you just spray suds all over the wall, just foam up there, and it stays until you spray it off with water, at which point whatever was underneath it is perfectly clean. So yeah, they're making structural differences. It's not just more levels. So that's interesting to me. I believe I left off... Yes, with the tree house. Last time I forgot one of the reasons I hadn't played it in so long was that last time I had some trouble with time travel. I had fucked up an achievement and couldn't find a way to completely reset my progress in the level and get it. Yes, from Hunter Lode, who had been hunting Bigfoot despite the fact that he was stomping all over his own campsite and didn't notice. One of the things I had been musing on the last session back in fucking January was the idea of some really out there DLC packs, like one where you'd go to clean Valhalla, the mess they make in the Mead Hall. And shout out to Elthwar, who says, cleaning Valhalla, I feel like, would be Dr. PowerWash's final job, since everything will become dirty again the next day, making the task of finally clearing it an unending challenge. So much so that I feel that once hired to clean the mess, Dr. PowerWash will become part of the routine of the place, cleaning the battlefield and the feasting hall as a counterpart path to the Einhardjar. I love the idea of Norse mythology having a silent guy in the background just cleaning shit and not being some mighty warrior. That's goofy. There we go. I had to press the button 5 times before the timer realized what I was trying to do there. Yes, the achievement was for cleaning the lanterns first, and I forgot. No idea where the fuck I left off. Not there. Right Like, this looks good. Oh, that's right. I was going up here and doing these steps. Ah. I'd forgotten all about the time travel thing, and I had, not played this in months, so I thought I would come back because, frankly, I've been a bit stressed lately. Putting too much pressure on myself again. I do that. I wonder if we're the same person in PowerWash Simulator 2, or if it's just someone else starting their own power washing business. I suppose it could be both. Maybe Dr. Powerwash here is going to franchise out, and we play as one of his employees in the sequel. Oh, that's right, there's an underside. Damn it. Ooh. I remember the missing sound effect being quite so moist. It's not. What the fuck? Why is it only like that over here? Weird. Can't seem to get it to do that on purpose. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I haven't exactly been keeping up with every single piece of it, but none of the marketing stuff I've seen for PowerWash Simulator 2 so far has shown any, like, franchise levels. It's all just focusing on, PowerWash Simulator itself. Aha! I didn't even need to get to the top of the last few steps. Nice. Or possibly frustrating, depending on how you view that, but whatever. Now I guess I'll get the underside of this huge-ass platform here. I see dots on my glove. Am I wearing the right outfit already? I will never figure out how it does and does not choose what outfits are, what times it resets the outfit, rather. Thought there were cat prints on there for a second, but no, that's just the spatters from when I was aiming somewhere close. I mean, I know it's silly playing a video game where you're cleaning things that don't really exist. Especially since I'm an enormous slob in real life. There is something weirdly satisfying about it, and more than that, it feels strangely accomplished when you finish a level and look at everything that was once completely ruined with filth being all nice and good again. I have a distinct memory of the way that felt when I finally got the fucking drop ship from the 40K DLC. That's not it. that is. Fine. Oh, I do remember this. It's surprisingly annoying to get each individual peg in a fence of the type like a rope ladder. What? Oop. If I hold the camera right there, we can see through the level over there. Or perhaps it's spontaneously flooded with water that will go away when I look at it, because it's just blue. Oh, boy. You know, the whole concept here that Bigfoot came by in the night and fucked everything up does actually make me imagine the idea of a game where you play as Bigfoot, but it's a stealth game, not like the horror game where you're hunting your friends. Your mission is entirely to fuck with people who are trying to prove that Bigfoot exists without actually letting them get evidence. I imagine one of the upgrades would be that photographs taken of you always turn out blurry. I suppose upgrades would be a way to mix up the gameplay for the sequel. Of this, I mean. Oh boy. Fucking A. Oops. Staircase handrail cleaned. And I got the steps. Excellent! I don't think this is what my brother means when he talks about getting all his steps for the day. I love the giant footprints. Oh yeah, and bonus points if the walk animation on the Bigfoot game is that weird loping walk from the one video everybody knows. I mean, I'm pretty sure they, like, proved that was a dude in a gorilla costume, but still, it's kind of iconic. I seem to remember seeing a thing once of a, where am I going to start? I guess I'll just start with the floor. I mean, that's stupid in real life, because then I would do the walls and all the crap would flow down onto the floor. But it's a video game! Maybe the sequel will simulate dirt flow, but maybe not. Yeah, I guess you'd start at the top and work your way down, huh? Because you'd literally be pushing the dirt ahead of you like it's a fucking broom. I was just going to say, I remember seeing this video, not a video, it was talking about, like, oh, it's this forest in BC where people come to look for Bigfoot. And as one of the ways of acknowledging this, they have a road sign that says, "Watch for Bigfoot crossing." And it's just the outline of the Bigfoot from that video. All turning and looking at the camera. That was always my favorite part of that video. He kind of glances over, sees the camera, clearly looks at the cameraman, and then just goes, eh. Am I imagining it that most apes are actually, vegetarian? Or herbivorous, whichever you want to say. I don't know if you say vegetarian if they're, subsentient. And again, we're kind of assuming that with Bigfoot. I'm babbling. Jesus Christ. Scrubbing the moss. At least this is finished wood. Get this fucking ladder out of the way. Aw, oh, damn it. All the places I can put the ladder are upstairs. No. Honestly, I kind of prefer the less cartoony, less cartoony, baggier outfit that Doc PowerWash is wearing in this game. Oh, for the love of fuck. Fine, I'll just keep moving it out of the way. What the hell was For the Love of Fuck even a reference to? Oh, God, it was that, like, Bad Guys series. Bad Guys in Space and such. As opposed to The Bad Guys, which is younger enough than the one I was talking about, that if someone had been born when those animations were added to Newgrounds, they would be a grown-ass adult by the time The Bad Guys came out in theaters. The one about the group of animals who all have negative reputations, like a shark, a spider, a snake, a wolf. And because nobody will ever possibly believe that they could be good guys, they decide to rob banks and such. I know I'm missing spots here and there, but this is kind of a big job, and I'll be able to fill in the blanks later. Or fill out the block. No, never mind, I'm confusing myself with terminology. It's semantics anyway, you know what I meant. I meant go back and erase the bits I failed to erase the first time. Take that, mud, you fuck. I'll be, Oh, I might as well mention that, you know, since it has been ages, that the active series at the moment is, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Good stuff, meaning to get back to that. I got kind of carried away with, Hitman because the story was getting really, really good. Had I even started that at that point? Jesus, I don't remember. I might have done all of How to Hit a Man since then. sure hope Bigfoot realizes I'm not the guy who had been in the cabin before. I mean, consider I'm wearing a full-body suit that covers every inch of my skin to the point where you cannot actually tell the gender or ethnicity of the person wearing the suit. So I could be any fucking person. I mean, that was kind of part of the reason these suits are baggy in this one, so that they could make the chestal region vague enough to be a man or a woman. Or, you know, as I say in my series intros, anyone in between. Is there pigeons? Odd. You'd think even at this distance I'd be able to hear that waterfall. Let's try and eyeball the distance there. Like, what, 400 feet? 300? I don't know. Look at this deck. Felt slightly chagrined earlier. I had already been planning to play this, but I might have just jumped in immediately anyway, once I noticed a thing. A friend of mine picked up this game, probably on a sale or something, on July 4th, earlier this month. And I could tell because it was, you know, start the campaign and all that. You know, get your shit started. Clean the van and all that. Like, you know, the achievement for, well, it was, you know, so-and-so has purchased the game, popped up in the feed, followed on the same day by the achievement for getting your first 5 stars. It was called, like, The Journey Begins or something. On the 16th of June, which was last Wednesday, you know, slightly less than 2 weeks after getting the game, my friend got the achievement for beating all of the campaign levels. And I've been doing this for how many years? Okay, admittedly I take breaks to, you know, play the DLCs and play other games and such. And, what was the other thought I'd had? Oh, yes. I don't know at all that my friend wasn't playing it multiplayer mode with other people, which would make it way fucking faster. But, like, I remember wishing I had some friends who would be interested in doing this when I, reached that aforementioned, dropship in the 40k level. Thunderhawk? I want to say Thunderhawk. But yeah, seeing someone do the entire campaign in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks even, kind of underline the fact that after all this time, still not done. Alright, the timer has gone. Is it just the fact that I've cleaned the floor, or is the lighting different? Oh, for the sake of fuck. I didn't think this game had a day-night cycle. Alright, I'll put that right there. And that's where the sun is. Slightly more... yeah, there we go. So that the edges of the soap nozzle, reticle, touch the edge of that tree down here, and the edge of the sun. Oh. Missed a spot. Big thing. Yes, I'll leave it at that. I'm BurningDogFace, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Clean PowerWash Simulator, when we keep poking around here and making the world a cleaner place. Till then, have yourself a lovely day, Burning Dog fans, and if you see Bigfoot, remind him that I don't live here, and I'm not the one he has a problem with. Later!